Hey, welcome in. Oh my gosh, that's just how I sound when I do my flex job. I don't think I even meant to say that. That's what I say at area. Welcome in. Hi, Rosalita. How are you guys? I thought I'd come on for a surprise, unannounced public live stream. So if there's trolls in this one, there's trolls. It is nice in our members only, no trolls. But sometimes they're funny, so. Finally had to turn the heat on. I had the air on earlier today because it got quite warm, and then I switched to the heat at night because it gets in the 30s. It was really nice today. Too windy though. It was like hurricane force wind at times. But I'm also up on a hill here. Where are you at in North Carolina? I lived in Bryson City about 8 months. I'm watching this cheesy show. I've never heard of. I've never heard of Mount Airy. Like I said, I lived in Bryson. Hi, Lizzie. Hi, Linda. Oh, I didn't know that was what that was from Andy Griffith. You knew that. Hi, Cindy. So the little star thing by your names are my members from my membership. Like I said, we will probably have trolls in here, so I don't expect anybody to come in and for a moderator because I just did this unexpected. I just promised some of you I would still do a public live once in a while. But still, we like our members only, don't we? Because no trolls. It's funny how the trolls always find your live. I wonder if they just troll around for a live. Yeah, I usually do. Um, my shift was okay. It was, I don't know, I just started feeling not so good during half my shift last night, but I always say a prayer, I'm like, please just let me make it through every shift I do because I don't want to leave sick. So I was okay and made it. But it went pretty good. There's usually 4 flex workers. So there was 3 others and we're starting to kind of get to know each other, and we kind of talk when I work until 8. It slows down just a little. Hi Pam, welcome in. And well, sometimes there's different flex workers because there's a lot of people that are on that app, I think. But usually I've had the same few uh, that I've worked with. Hi, Carmen. Welcome in. I cannot keep saying welcome in. I feel like I'm at work. I talk to some really nice people, though, that come in. Usually people are happy on vacation. Oh, excuse me. Cody's snoozing. He had fun today. I had coffee. We sat outside. The sun was out. It was probably almost 70. It was very windy, but we had fun. We went on a little walk with our neighbor and her dogs, and so I think Cody had fun today. It's a nice day. Well, I am Italian. I'm Italian American, which means my dad was 100% Italian, and my mom is not. Hi, Eliana. Hopefully my ring light does not go off, or it'll be dark. I'm not sure how long I'll stay on here. We'll just see. Sorry if you hear that little noise. It's my ceiling fan. And I'm watching, oh my gosh. I can't, oh yeah, Murder, She Wrote. Hi, Maisie. Maisie Daisy. Happy Sunday. Me and Cody are good. I was just talking about how we had a nice day. You know, it was so nice to just get up and not have to really not really rush around when I work in the afternoon, but it's just nice to get up and know I don't have to do all that driving, because I drove about almost 200 miles just for this weekend working. So it's a lot of driving. But I had coffee outside. Cody loves sitting out there. We saw our neighbors, and we went for a walk with her dogs. Oh, thank you. That's so sweet of you. Jay, ma'am, did you change your name? You look familiar. Thank you for that. That's very sweet. What else? Oh, yeah. I went on a walk with one of my neighbors and her dogs. So we had a nice little walk. Then we sat outside and enjoyed the sun. And then it's like the day was over. But I did sleep in. I was tired. Like, my foot started hurting at work. I try to shift my weight, or lean on something. Yeah, Maisie, it is. That's why I wasn't real excited, but you gotta do what you gotta do. And when I picked up Cody, I was like, oh my gosh, it would be so nice, honestly, if I had that apartment, because I would have been home instead of having to drive 20 minutes, because from here to my mom's is 20 minutes. And it's on 160. It's so dark and curvy. And then there's always people right on me, right on my tail. Yeah, I figured that. I know it's a different name. Midsummer Murders? I don't know. Tubi, I don't think I still have so many channels on here that I haven't tried, because there's just so many, and I'm like, this is my first Roku TV I've ever had, and there's just so many channels. When you go from like no TV channels and then you go to all of these, I'm like overwhelmed. So I haven't even checked out other channels. I did watch something on Hallmark popped up. It actually wasn't a cheesy Christmas movie. Yes, exactly. Those headlights are horrible. I was like, driving home would not be so bad in the dark from Pigeon Forge, Sevierville, whatever. They're the same thing. Uh, it's when those blinding lights come at me. If it was just me on the road, I'm fine. I've learned the road. There's some construction on 411, but you know, I've I've learned where that is now. It's still less traffic driving home at 8 at night in the dark than when I would get off at 3. It was horrible. Well, you know what? Sometimes I don't mind some cheesy Christmas movies. Some are just way too cheesy for me. Well, Cindy, sometimes I can't. I just pray. I was like, oh my gosh, is this? I was like, I hope this is the road. I don't have my brights either. Who knows when I can't get that fixed now too, so it is what it is. At least I have my lights. I just don't have brights. I do have good eyes. That's about the only thing I've got going for me. Are my eyes are good. Yeah, well, Maisie, this driving on 160 in the dark, it's just, oh my gosh, this road is just so, some of these roads are just so pitch black. Like, sometimes you might see like a street light or somebody's lights on. It's just so dark. And I'm looking for animals, mostly dogs, because there's always dogs running. Yeah, I do, Maisie, because I didn't know at one point. I thought, well, when those bright lights come, I just focus. I don't look at them. I just kind of look to the side and focus, because if I look at them, I get blinded. Hi, Mrs. Meyer. Welcome in. So yeah, the windy road is mostly on 160. So like the last 20 minutes of my drive. Like, I know when I'm driving through Sevierville at night with the lights and stuff, it's okay. It's not my favorite, but last night was really hard getting out. I'm at the island, as I showed you guys the pictures, I can see that big Ferris wheel from my work. And when I come out, the line going into the island, I mean, it's chaotic. I don't turn right and go through the island. I have to go straight across the 2-lane, and it's hard to see. But I just snuck out. I was like, listen, I'm not messing around all night. I was starving. I was hangry. And over people. Because it's just, when I work at 10 or 11 in the morning, that store is just so chaotic. It's like nonstop busy. But when I work until 8 at night, like about 6 o'clock, now when I go in at 3, it's really busy until about 6. But then it does slow down a little. But then it's pretty steady. Yes, I'm in Tennessee. I live right between like Newport, the city Newport, and Morristown. I say I'm technically in Bybee, but my address is Newport. I think it's like what side of the road you're on, really. I don't know. I'm definitely not in town, though. I'm out there. I'm out here. And I would say it's peaceful out in the country, but it's not when you have that neighbor that likes to shoot his guns. And you never know when he is. At 10 at night, 11 at night. And that first time I was like, stayed my first night here, and it sounded like a bomb going off. And seriously, I did. I thought maybe it was a meth lab explosion. And who knows, honestly? I don't really know. No, I haven't, but I've passed by there so many times when I worked at North Face, and it's always busy. No, Cody isn't. He hates it. He hates that. I do too. Because it goes, I mean, he's literally, we can see him like diagonal from us. And I'm like, is he gonna, our stray bullet's gonna come over here? I mean, I don't know. We're not real far from him. Like, I can see his trailer across 160. And if he's not shooting, then he's got that chainsaw going. I'm like, what is he chainsawing for like 2 hours straight? Oh, I guess it is here, Maisie. When you live in Tennessee, they have their own way of doing things, I guess. I just, I focus on how much I love the mountains. Newport, not so much. Yeah, Maisie, he could be. My neighbor said when I first moved back here. Now, when I tell you guys, when I lived here on my mom's lot, remember, like down further, uh, I never remember, I never heard any gunshots from that guy. So I don't know who moved in there. But when I came back, my neighbor down here had said how he had called the police before. They don't do anything about it. And he said he's driven by and he's seen him like out by the road with his like AK-47 or something. And I thought, well, that's not really cool. I mean, why is he out there? Why would nobody call the police on that? I mean, is he gonna like try to shoot at people driving by? I don't know. I'm like, well, you know what? Whatever. I got other things to worry about in life, so do what you want, buddy. It is. It's annoying. And because Cody hates it. I usually turn up my fan. It gets quite loud in here, so I can distract it, but I feel like Cody senses it, like, even through that. He still just has that look, and usually he'll go, like, under my little table over here and just, like, stare at the wall. Poor boy. Hi, Marilee. Hope that's how you say your name. Cody's sleeping down here. I was so happy I was recording, like when I picked Cody up, because my mom never is up by the entrance. And I was getting ready to pull in, and she was up there with Cody, and he looks so cute. But that's why in my latest video, I had to like, once I was videoing him, I had to turn it off because, my mom knows with Cody, I always tell her, don't, because Cody will pull. Now me, I'm used to him. So if I can brace, I can kind of hold him back. But I told my mom, just let his leash go. Don't, it's not worth falling or anything. But he saw me and he knew it was me. That was the highlight of my night, seeing him. Yeah, I really despise July 4th. I really do. Hold on, I think I missed something. Let me see. I don't know. Oh, knock on wood. I have been parking my car like in different little areas here. I've been worried, but hopefully no more squirrels. And I had my oil change 3 weeks ago. Oh, you can tell I've always been a sweet girl? Well, thank you. I mean, I have my moments, but I think everybody does. Oh, yeah, I had a squirrel that must have gotten under my hood and chewed. Yeah, that was fun. So that was another unexpected, and I had to take it in. Luckily, it was just like the temperature gauge thingy because, when I got in my car, it went right to H, and I was like, oh no, my car's overheating. But, as I started thinking about it, my neighbor said it shouldn't go to H right when, usually, like, that's after driving it a while. But I still didn't know, so I had to take it in to Newport, and he said, oh yeah, he chewed through this gauge, whatever the heck, and I had to buy the part, and then he put that on. So yeah, there was that. I don't know. I like. I'm really excited for green bean casserole. Sometimes I just really crave that. Like I never have turkey. I always have some ham. Yeah, bad thermostat thing. Hi, life is good. Thanks for coming in. Yeah, Maisie, it is. And I'm over it. Like when I moved back here, do you remember that? I went to have my oil change in my car, like practically stalled in the street. It's like, oh my gosh, what's happening? And thank God I was like by Valvoline. So I went in there and he said I needed that new battery. So yeah, it's just, that's what I mean. People don't get it. They just don't get it. It's been this way for me for like 5 years. That can get on anybody's nerves. And that's why I live in my fight or flight attitude, I guess. It's just like survival mechanism or something because you never know what's going to go wrong next. And it's true because it happens. And your brain doesn't, you don't ever really relax. No, there's no relaxing. I'm just so worried. The other night, I was in bed here, I had TV on, I was scrolling my phone, and all of a sudden I heard this weird noise. And that fight or flight, I'm like, oh no, and the panic sets in because I'm like, oh no, what is it now? And I swear I thought, oh no, is something like dripping in here? Well, I looked down, Cody was picking. Real good. But yeah, only somebody would understand that's been through all of this because it's just, oh, it takes its toll. I like homemade mashed potatoes too and corn. I I really don't care for ham. I mean, I prefer ham over turkey because I don't like gravy on turkey. Oh, you had a narcissistic father. Oh yeah, and living, through all those years with that people don't know that brought on a lot of my stomach issues, the stress and anxiety, and you can't really undo that damage. I mean, that's why I kind of just live with all of this, and like I said, it makes it really hard to work some days. That's why I don't eat really before I go into work, and then I wait until I'm done, but then I start feeling sick halfway through my shift, and I don't know, it's hard. Blowing up. Well, I still only have 5,000 subscribers, but you know what? Like I said, I'm super proud of it because some people don't even have that. So I'm not, 100,000 followers. But like I said before, it's not so much about the how many subscribers. As long as I'm over 1,000 and I'm monetized, it's all about the views. Like the views are what I get paid for through AdSense. Oh, I'm sorry you had to go through that, Maisie. At least I didn't have a narcissistic parents or anything. Uh-oh. But yeah, it's definitely uh-oh, sorry, things are going wrong. It definitely messes with everything. I mean, it messes with you physically, mentally. Gotta send a package again. Was I one of the first to send? Wait, what are you talking about? I might be a little bit slow because I didn't have a lot of coffee. Oh, well, I'm not, Maisie. I'm definitely not. I don't know. I have my days. It's just member fan 575 edited the video. I don't know. Why am I don't know. I'm having like a blank. I don't know. I'm also getting older. So, with smiley face 2 years ago. I don't know. I don't know, but like I told you guys, I have kept every single card that anybody has sent me. Actually, when I looked through the little box I had it in and read everybody's nice words, because those mean a lot to me too, because I don't, it means a lot even reading through cards, because I don't feel like I'm that strong. I mean, I guess I am, because some people wouldn't keep going when it seems like all the odds are constantly against you. So I really do just try to keep pushing forward because I got Cody. That's really it. He's my reason. And he's a stinker. He causes me a lot of stress too. I'm telling you, the past year that he got so sick. Cleaning the AC in the video. It's kind of coming back to me. Life is good. I mean, I know I've kept every single card and all of that, but, and sometimes, I have a good memory, usually about who sends me what, but I've had so many people send me things. And that's so wonderful because, like I say in my videos, I mean it. That it really does keep me going because, like, on my worst days or days I think, why do I even do YouTube? It's like I'm not popular. I'm not ever going to get rich from it, but I keep going because I feel like if I keep working at it, I might, I know it takes people years and they can do it. So that's really all I've got. So I just hold on to, just keep at it, and you guys motivate me. It keeps me going. Well, good, Maisie. I know it's kind of like we're just a little family, not just in our members only live. That's like our little family, but I don't know. There's just like several people that I remember them from like when I first started. that have been with me from the beginning. And I was starting to think, because my mom, she's like, because I'm trying, well, I have my application in at Viewmont that's, within walking distance of my mom. And, I don't get excited for that because last time I started to get excited, and I don't usually, because then when you're let down, it's not quite so bad. But I believe what that woman said. And then she started acting like, well, Cody has to be under 40 pounds. And she had clearly seen my dog like 8 times. Now, does it look like he's under 40 pounds? Did it? So getting my hopes up, and then the doctor wouldn't sign a simple form that Cody has to be with me at an apartment. And that's why I lost that apartment. I probably would have gotten it. But and that's fine. I just do, I mean, I'm glad I do memberships. I know not everybody can. That's why I'm doing this public live. You know, I get not everybody can. And that's why I say views help me, because views are how I get paid. No, they want to see. You can't, because people are doing that all the like everywhere. They're saying that their dog is a service dog, and they're not really. So now they're making you prove it. So Cody is on the service dog registry, and I'm not going to say what for, because that's really not anybody's business to know why Cody is my service dog, but he's not a real trained service dog. Oh, Maisie, you'll learn. In Tennessee, they have their own rules. As I like to call it, their own hick rule. And sorry, but I did. I said, oh, wait. I said, I see how things work down here. It's the hillbilly way. And I'm sorry, but you know what? It is. Because it clearly states online and everywhere that you cannot discriminate against a dog's breed or weight. But they can do what they want down here. That's been proven. Nope. Well, don't come to you may not want to come to Tennessee, because it's really backward. I mean, you can kind of tell when Randy and Amanda, ITH, they still haven't gotten in trouble. Like, they have had stop work orders, I think, and they just keep doing what they want. It's backwards here. It is. Oh, trust me, Maisie, when I went into that apartment place, I said, I'm not I'm not threatening or anything, but I just said, I can see why people go in and do stuff. I totally understand why they do. I'm always very honest and upfront from the beginning, so I can avoid things happening. And then I just get my hopes up a little. Well, now he can't be over 40, when they saw Cody several times. Yeah, the mountain is open. I mean, there's people living there. I worry for them, because if that eventually gets shut down, I don't know, but there's going to be a lot of people that will literally be screwed. Yeah, Maisie, I mean, the conditions that I have, that the doctor actually wrote on paper, um, do qualify me for a service dog. And I've put only one of them, I've put on there that is my main reason. But I can't really say what Cody can do for me, because I don't know what he can do. Oh, my light went off. No, where'd my light go? I'm gonna try something here. Hold on. Oh my gosh. Hey, on my phone it's doing relight. Can you see me? I can't anyway, because this person's on my nerves. So. And I can't keep removing all these, so whatever. I'll probably just be on a few minutes more anyway, because now my lighting is weird because my thing I can't block them. All I can do is report them. I don't know if one person can do that, like a moderator, but I can. I'd have to go through and um like I'd have to go through and delete every single like message he does. And my light just went out. I don't know. I put on this like light on my phone, but it's kind of flickering. So I don't know if you can really see me. I don't like the lights on it. It has like a weird glare, even though this has a weird glare. Do you see like this flickering? I think it's because I have my lights on up here. I don't know. I'll try to get closer here. I know you can probably see that flickering because I can see it. And I have this thing on here. Oh, wait, it says, oh, Wheezy. Oh, you're in here. I think one of my moderators just came in because something happened to that idiot on here. Oh no, will I get in trouble for saying that? Early onset dementia. So I think I have a moderator on here because it got blocked. I know I tried to report. Oh yeah, I did a surprise, a surprise live for a public live because I do our members only, but I promise once in a while I'll still do like a public live. I just didn't announce it. I didn't really know I was gonna come on, honestly, but here I am. Yay, thank you. Yeah, I noticed that. I don't even know what he was doing. He was writing like 10. He needs to get a life. I don't know if I come over this way. I know it's weird lighting. I think she deleted or blocked him or something. A timeout. I sound much. Can you hear me better when I'm like closer? I don't want to be like some of those on a live. They're like this and oh, I can't read. Well, it is hard to read. But I'm also here in the dark, so all I see is flickering. I hope you can't see it. LFR family. I'm messing around with this stand. I'm on my bed. Because I keep seeing the flickering. It's driving me nuts. Why is it flickering? I don't know. It's a light on. Who knows? I'm just messing around. Well, it's driving me nuts. Maybe if I just do... Nope. And then I have the TV glaring. It's about getting to be time where I put up my Christmas lights. Yay! Thanks to my moderator. Uh-oh. Wait, I think I missed something. Oh, Maisie, I just saw your comment up there. Thank you. I mean, I never really think of myself as being strong, but I guess I kind of have to be. I actually talked to this couple that came in at like 7:30, and oh, wait a minute. Oh, okay, Maisie. Thank you. That means a lot to me. So thank you. And thanks for coming in. I'll see you later. Night. Well, I was gonna say last night I saw this young couple come in about 7:30, and this girl was she was so nice, and she said she's going through a divorce with a narcissist, and she was all, how hard it is. And I told her, I said, oh, I definitely know. I've been through it, and I told her, she'll be okay. I mean, it's not going to be easy. I don't, lie about it, but I mean, she has to get a lawyer and fight him because she has, younger kids. But she was a nice girl, and she said, it was so nice to talk to you, and it gives me hope, that it won't always be terrible, and I'll get through it. And I said, well, if I can, you can. Like I said, I just chose to really just lose everything. But you don't ever win against a narcissist anyway. So I just walk away. What is so bright on here? This whole lighting. I'm not sure how much longer I'll be on here. Wait a minute, what time is it? Is it really 9:30? Guess it is. It was really nice to sleep in this morning. I slept in till like 9. I was just really tired. I don't know what's with like all these commercials. The lighting is so weird. But yeah, maybe I might do, well, I never know. Maybe I'll do another public live sometime, and I'll give you a little notice. But our members only lives are still the same, which are Thursday nights at 8. But it's still fun to come on and do the public ones, just not so much those trolls. Who knows? I can't believe I'm watching Murder, She Wrote. I did find Chicago PD somewhere though. I'm mad though because Jay isn't on there anymore. That was my favorite. He was my favorite. Mm-hmm. Certainly was. Yeah, I know that. I mean, it's just, it really is nicer with members only because it's our own little like family, and we talk about a lot more because nobody can come in there and like snoop, you know. But like I said, I still do a public one, just not, I never know when I'm going to do it really. Sometimes I just, at night, time gets away from me, and then, it's kind of hard if I make a certain time to do it. Like if I don't feel good, I don't really want to cancel. And but I did come on for a little today. Well, to be a member, you have to go on. There's a link on my YouTube page where you can sign up to be a member, and there's two. So the Cody's Captains, those are the ones that we have our members only live stream. Hey Vince. Vince is a member. Well, has a membership. Okay, Mrs. Meyer, have a good week. Maybe I could always do a live stream, not always at home. Maybe I could do one when I'm out. A couple years ago, I was on TikTok more, and I did a live from a hike. It was kind of cool. But I've been kind of wanting to go to Cosby. I like at the entrance where the river is, I like to kind of go down there with Cody, and he gets in the water, and I might just take a chair and just sit there because I find my peace like out there. Now I have to be hiking, you know. Well, Vince, just decided to do one unannounced for the public because I know not everybody can do the membership. So I told them I'll still do a public live sometimes. So I just didn't broadcast it. But maybe well, I don't know if I can do that at Cosby because my connection always stinks over there. What's this? I've never seen this on here. Robin. Yay, did you just join Cody's crew? Is that why that's on there? I've never had that pop up. It says Robin, and you have the little emblem by it. It says welcome to Cody's crew. If you did just sign up for that, thank you. That's exciting. And I know that takes time to grow, like memberships. Like I explained to people, this doing memberships just adds to um, it just adds to my monthly income on YouTube. And many of you know that's my ultimate goal in the end, is to have social media, just like YouTube, be my income. That is what I want it to do. And I know many people have done it. That's why I stick to it. And there's other social media as well. But, oh, thank you, Robin. That means a lot to me. It does. Well, welcome to Cody's crew. It's exciting for me. Oh, Vince, work was good. I don't know, about halfway through my shift, I started to just kind of have that sick feeling. Probably because I didn't eat. So it's like either way, I cannot feel good. I don't know. But when I'm really that hungry, I feel like I get a different kind of sick. But that's when I just really pray a lot. I was like, please just let me make it through my shift. That's what I do every time I work, please. And then I always thank God when I leave. I'm like, thank you for letting me make it through. That's what it is to me, small accomplishments, because I mean, I don't want to have to drive to Sevierville again, Pigeon Forge, whatever. Same thing with my car. I do what I have to do. It's not like I want to. It's very hard with anxiety because on my way there, it's a fight to just not turn around and go home. That's what I fight with anxiety a lot. Yeah, I do have Friday and Saturday lined up. Those I already took. There could be, like, I don't know, day to day. Sometimes they might pop up, but I can't. And a bonus pops up, like, if you have to say a shift is like 3 to 8 and it's noon and they want somebody 3 to 8. When it's that close, they'll do a bonus. But sometimes they do it. I had one pop up like a few weeks ago and it was at 2 o'clock and it said be there at 3 to 8. And I was like, I can't even be there at 3 because it takes me an hour and 10 minutes to get there. So, but I also like those as well because I can like see how I feel every day. I'm kind of nervous when I take like flex jobs in advance because I never know how I'm going to feel that day. And it's not a good thing. But, oh, thank you to who said I have nice teeth. Well, they're straight, but they're bad. So, get my dad's genes with the teeth there. But it's all good. But anyway, I don't know. I kind of hope I get a bonus popping up, but we'll see. And I also have to, have time scheduled in there because I'd have to take Cody to my mom's because God knows, I guess it's going to be 70 in the 60s and 70 degrees here in winter. So, and I don't like it. I want cooler. And I can't leave my mini split on while I'm gone like 8 hours, 8.5 hours in case something happens. So. Oh, I do the Flex Reflex, and it's just like as needed retail jobs, but it's always in Pigeon Forge and Sevierville, and I wish it would be like Morristown, but maybe more stores will join. But I really like it because they have like a 5 hour shift, and that is pushing it. I feel like to really be okay standing that long with my back and my ribs, I really feel like a 4 hour shift tops, and that's pushing it. Well, I worked the other weekend and there was a bonus for working that weekend, like you got an extra $30 or something. Yeah, it's just so far. Yeah, it is rough. And then on the other side, I could have where I might have to go to the bathroom. That's why I don't eat. But then I can just feel sick from not eating, and then I may have to go to the bathroom. So that's what I mean. It's very hard to do. That's when I just take whatever I have to take, pills to get through my shift. And it's usually like a lot of Pepto Bismol I take with me. Uh, Yeah. Like I said, living the dream there. I do notice after my gallbladder came out like 5 years ago, I noticed that my stomach issues got worse. And I know a lot of it got worse, like in dealing with that narcissistic marriage. Oh, thanks for that. What is that that keeps coming up, Caleb? Thanks. I appreciate it. I don't know what that means. 100 times 11. So I don't know what that is on here, but thank you. Uh-oh. Yeah, I don't even know what that means on there. No, I've honestly looked into some home jobs and everything. I don't know why everything, everywhere I look just seems like a scam. And I've had people say that too. So not just there, but I mean like any of these stay-at-home jobs. I guess they say if it sounds too good to be true, it is. But there were a couple things that popped up on online, and I don't trust anything. I do I posted for dog walking and dog sitting again. Yeah, my stomach issues, like it says after gallbladder's out, it can lead to IBS symptoms. I kind of feel like I have that, but I also noticed that the stress that I'm constantly under does not help it. And I know being in that marriage all those years, that didn't help. That brought on a lot of stomach issues. When they say stress is a killer, they mean it. And now it's just a different kind of stress, being on my own, but at least it's just me and Cody living here. And when I come home, I don't have that pit in my stomach like when I used to go home. So at least I don't have that, but I mean, I'm definitely struggling. At least I'm not saying I'm happy other people struggle, but at least I'm not alone. It just stinks because I hear people say, "Oh, these a two-income family and they're struggling," and I'm like, "Okay, here I am. Like I said, my income at my jobs are meant to be supplemental income. That's perfectly said. With my health issues and what I can and can't do, it's not meant to take care of every single bill on my own. But somehow I make it. I don't know how sometimes. I try to just worry day to day. But yeah, that's another reason when people say, "Oh, well, why'd you stay so long?" Oh, I wonder why. I wonder why. Let's think about it. And I lost my insurance. Actually, I lost my insurance from leaving Indiana. Oh, Robin, I love being alone. I'm just saying financially, it's a struggle. And that's what I mean when people would say, "Well, why did you stay in that marriage so long?" Don't judge people unless you've been there. Because I knew how hard it would be to make it on my own. And that with my medical issues, my back problems, my rib problems, that I can't work physically 40 hours. That's why I stayed so long. I love my TV. Did I mention that? I love it. I love my Roku. It's my first Roku TV ever. And I find so many good shows to watch. Except for this commercial. Oh my gosh. I don't think the bed was the perfect thing to put this tripod on. I'm still thinking of a book I want to do. I know I've always wanted to write a book. I just think if I wrote a book on a certain thing, I could see somebody causing problems trying to say that he would get like part of my earnings from a book or something. And I would never say it's about a certain person, but I could see that. And he would try to do that because he would try to get money. I know that's where YouTube has really been a lifesaver. I mean, I don't make a ton of money yet, hopefully one day, but if it can pay my lot rent, it's a huge help. And it'll help more once my car is paid off. I have less than a year now. So I focus on the most important bills. I make sure I can pay. Even if I can't pay all of them, fine, whatever. I have to make my lot rent, and I have to make my car payment and my insurance and my internet so I can do my YouTube, which makes me money. So, but I try not to think too far ahead. I have learned that I find peace when I read all my devotionals I have 3 of them, and it does give me peace. All right, I think I'm going to get off here because I've already been on here an hour. I'm going to watch my show, and I do a lot of thinking at night with YouTube and obviously other social media because it's been proven a lot of people can make good money. You just got to put the effort in. And my other effort is, well, I'm looking into other social media too. Before I started YouTube, I was going to do Patreon, and I went with YouTube instead. And I'm happy I did that. But all right, guys, that's it. I'll see you sometime. Thanks for coming in and talking to me.